Welcome back, everyone. I think as recently as maybe 40, 50 years ago, the short-eared owl was one of the most common species of bird in New York State. Fast forward, for any number of different reasons, and we're down to fewer than 100, probably a lot fewer than 100, right?
A lot fewer.
Unbelievable. Well, joining me as a frequent guest here, you can bring a bird today, by the way.
Next time.
Next time, okay. This is Lori LaFont, who's a founder and the CEO of Friends of the IBA. IBA standing for Important Bird Area. Welcome back, Lori.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you back again. This is something we've been following a lot over the last couple of years. There's just something about preserving nature and preserving the assets that contribute to this balance in nature that just really in the long run is going to be a heck of a lot more important than whether or not your cell phone is a 5G, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So this crusade here, you've been in many times and spoken about the short-eared owl. Where do we stand right now?
As far as
the population.
The owl population, we have far less than 100 left in the state. And they could become extinct from the state. They call it extirpated, but basically we could have no more short-eared owls in less than 10 years if we don't do something to recover their populations.
Now, why would you just say, there are a lot of people out there, you get involved in your life and you think, oh, well, it's an owl, But it's, like I was saying before, if you don't really respect the balance in nature, it's a mistake because everything is really connected. Now, for the short-eared owl, why is that important?
It's really important to protect grassland birds, not just the short-eared owls. They're critical too for the free ecological services they provide. So they eat a lot of insects and rodents that damage crops, and they contribute to the overall health of the environment.
Yeah, sure. And then again, of course, to follow through on what she's saying, that if they are really eating insects or voles or mice or whatever, then the crop yields are higher, and also the crop yields for the farmers are not as dependent on chemicals and pesticides, right?
Right. If we lost our grassland birds, we would see lower crop yields. We'd see some growers at least deciding they would make that up with more chemicals. Mm-hmm. So we'd have more chemicals in our food and more chemicals in our environment. And it's just not what we want to do when we have these birds that are providing free services to help keep our food supply and our health safer.
Wow, well said. We're on a mission. We reported last week, I think it was, that Friends of IBA are trying to raise $60,000 in 60 days. It started about 15 days ago. They're behind schedule. But the reason for wanting to raise that money, tell me about it, the land.
So we are working to purchase 64 more acres of critical habitat near the 14 acres we already own. And it's adjacent to the 50 acres we have a conservation agreement on next to our 14 acres. So this is really a beautiful parcel of land. It supports dozens of bobolinks and meadowlarks and breeding grassland birds. The short-eared owls and other winter raptors use it in the winter. We see the harriers hunting there a lot. The kestrels were nesting there this year. So we really see a lot of the target species, the species 10 out of 11 that are most at risk. We're seeing at least 7 of those species just on that 64-acre parcel.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you monitor this so closely. So these birds have, probably territorial is not the right word, but they do have specific habitat areas that they're attracted to, right?
Right.
And they will come back year after year after year as well, correct?
Yeah, the owls have been coming here for thousands of years.
Wow, my age. Yeah. You know what, this is, if any of you watch the show, or please go online and go back and look at Friends of the IBA. There are a lot of interviews there, and Lori at different times has brought in different birds. You just can't believe what it's like just to see them, because we've been out to the grasslands, but also to have them in close proximity, just how valuable they are to us in so many different ways. Well, look, if I were to say to you, what's the one thing that the public can do?
Well, if we're going to recover these birds, then we really need the public support. So we need them to donate to this campaign. We need them to become members and keep up with what we're doing. And they could become regular donors. They can volunteer. They can become more involved and even get on a committee. So there's a lot of things that people can do to help. Right now, we really need people to donate as generously as they can to this campaign. And it's really up to them whether or not that we save these grassland birds.
Wow, okay, your mission, should you choose to accept it. And by the way, the reason they're trying to raise the $60,000 in 60 days is that the couple that own the land are willing to sell the land to them at a reduced fee. And I do think that there's probably some tax considerations, there's probably a whole bunch of those kinds of things involved. But they very generously decided that they were going to support Friends of the IBA, sell them the land at a reduced rate. So it's our job as a public to save these grassland birds. Go to Friends of the IBA. IBA stands for Important Bird Area. friendsoftheiba.org?
IBAFriends.org.
IBA Friends. What did I do wrong? I did something wrong there, didn't I? Okay, give me the web address. Don't listen to me. Listen to
IBAFriends.org.
IBAFriends.org. Okay, good.
And yeah, the campaign is right at the top of the homepage, and you'll see Acres for Owls, it's called, and just click on the link there, and they'll be able to donate.
Okay, well, it's great to see you. After the holidays, please come back, tell us how you did, and if you don't mind, bring a bird. Yeah, bring an owl. Okay.
We'll try.
Great to see you. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you, you too.
You're welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.